Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And on today's episode of things that I did wrong when I published my first book, Power, book descriptions. So, the book description or the blurb, either how you look at it. So, the blurb, the back of the book, which is the little description on the back, and then the description that you put on, the selling website like Amazon. I primarily sell or exclusively sell my books on Amazon. So, oh, sorry, cats are on the table playing. I exclusively sell my books on Amazon. So there's the book description up there. And I think one of the things that I did wrong, or maybe not necessarily did wrong, but that I kind of failed at when publishing my first book, my debut, was the book description. Now, I'm not going to read it for you guys. I will leave the link for you. Okay. Sorry, Missy just walked by and knocked you guys over. But yeah, so I'm not gonna really read it for you guys. I'll leave the link. I don't know if this is the old one or because I did update it. So the updated one I read on TikTok, and a couple people said they liked it because I don't get that many like comments and views on my videos. But a few people said they liked it, and so I think I updated it. Either way, either that or you're gonna see like this small uh, description on there. It's a very small, just, single paragraph of the book. So, why do I think that I failed at my book description? Honestly, because I don't know how to write book descriptions. The main thing that I struggle with when book descriptions are involved is um, how much do you tell without giving away the entire book. You know how when people go to see movies or when people watch trailers for a movie and they'll just be like, I feel like they gave me the entire movie in the trailer, for example. I'm thinking of this because honestly, it's the most recent trailer that I've seen. But the final trailer for Wicked was released, Wicked for Good. I think they put out teaser trailers before, but the final trailer was released like last week or something like that. Sorry, you guys. Hold on. Missy, no, no. Mister is behind the computer, you guys, which you guys are propped up on so that you can see me. He's behind the computer and his tail is moving. And Missy likes to grab his tail to play with. So she's watching his tail move and she's getting ready to pounce. And I'm trying not to get her to pounce because she's already knocked you guys over once. So hopefully she like calms down. Let's see if I can move you guys over a bit. Okay, maybe now you guys won't get knocked over. But yeah, so back to what I was saying. So with the Wicked trailer, I saw it. I absolutely loved it. I'm like, I can't wait to see this. I saw the first movie. I don't think I watched the trailer with Wicked Part One. But I did want to go see it because I had just heard so much about it and I've never really seen Wicked. So I'm a musical theater person, loving musical theater, had never seen Wicked. So I was like, I want to go see the movie. So I went to go see the movie with my mom and one of my nieces. And so when the trailer came out and it popped up on my feed, I was like, oh, let me watch it. So I watched it and I was just like, I cannot wait for November so we can go see this. And I might have mentioned it to you guys like a while back in videos that I really enjoy watching reaction videos on YouTube. I have a whole separate account that I watch reaction videos on. This account is just strictly for anything related to books, but I spend a lot of time on that other account watching a lot of reaction videos over there. And so I've watched a lot of videos of people reacting to the Wicked trailer. And something that a few people pointed out was they felt like the trailer gave too much away. They gave away too much information. It was a little spoilery, which I guess if you've seen it and you know what's going to happen in the musical, you would feel like it is spoiling it. I did comment on one of them how I didn't feel that way because I am somebody that was introduced to Wicked by the movie. I had never seen any adaptation of it on stage. I haven't seen it on Broadway. I haven't seen it traveling. I haven't seen kids do it in the school. I heard Defying Gravity when I watched Glee. That was about it. I never felt the urge to download. Actually, that's a lie. I did download the album to listen to it one time, but because I didn't have any visuals, like it kind of confused me. Like there's some musicals that I can never see and listen to the soundtrack and can visually see what's happening or at least imagine what's happening. I can get the gist of the story. I couldn't get that with Wicked, and I think I listened to it one time like years ago. And then I deleted it because I just could not get into it because I couldn't visually see what was going on. I didn't know the story of Wicked. I know Wizard of Oz, but I didn't know the story of Wicked. I had never read the book. I have never seen the musical. So there's that. My introduction to it is the movie. So for me, the trailer didn't give any away. It all it did was entice me and excite me and make me want to go see it. The only reason that I am spoiled about a couple facts about the movie is because of the fans of the musical. Them in comments on videos, on TikToks, and things like that, they would spoil the thing. And I have a very bad habit of reading comments. So I got spoiled that way, where I know of a couple things that transpire in the second half of Wicked that I got from other people I did not get from the trailer. So I say all that to say you have some people who feel like movie trailers nowadays, they probably didn't feel like that 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago. But they feel nowadays that a lot of trailers, when they're done to entice people to get into the theaters to see the movie, a lot of people feel like the trailer is giving too much information away. And so when it comes to writing a book blurb or a description, I feel that way. I never know how much is too much information. So that leaves me with a struggle because I feel like I'm writing this bare bones description. And that's how I feel about the description that is on the back of the Book of Power, at least this version, because I think this is an older version. Actually, let me give me a second. I'm gonna grab. I did print a new copy of the books with this cover, and I want to see if I updated the blurb on that. Okay, I'm back. So no, I did not. All I did was change the sizing on that. Apparently, I did not update the blurb. So it might be different on this copy of the book versus online because I'm pretty sure that I updated it for Amazon. But all that to say, I have this bare bones description of the book that is just kind of like a general thing of what the story is. But I personally, now that I really sit and think about it, and I've not even that now that I think about it, I've thought about it a lot, which is why I tried to update the blurb months ago. Is I just feel like it's not enticing anybody to want to read the story. It's not giving anybody any desire to want to pick up the story and want to read it. And that is my problem because I'm like, how do I um, expand upon the blurb? How do I make the blurb to the point where when people read it, either on the back of the book, if they come across it somewhere, obviously, I wish that somebody would come across it in a bookstore, but we're not there yet. But if somebody comes across it there, or if somebody goes onto Amazon and comes across it on Amazon and they read the description, how do I write a blurb that makes people want to pick it up and read it? So I think that's a mistake that I made is I jumped the gun with my book blurb. I probably should have written out maybe a few different samples, and much like beta readers, which is something else that we will talk about later. But much like beta readers, I probably should have presented it to a bunch of people, like presented all of them. And hey, give me your feedback. What do you think? Which one of these would make you want to pick up this book? I didn't do that. It's so bare bones. And I just don't think that it's enticing enough. So I went on a whole rampage about Wicked. With all of that to say, I think that mistake number two that I made with publishing my debut book, my debut novel, Power, the Five Sisters power. I think my book blurb at the description is lacking. And I think that that is a definite mistake. And so that is a mistake that I am going to continue to try to fix. If anybody out there would like for me to toss some ideas around with them, leave me a comment below. Like, hey, I would love to read your updated blurb and see if it's something that would make me want to read the book. Let me know, because it's one of those things where I need to sit down and I need to go over and probably do a couple drafts, but also I need to learn the art of book descriptions. I have not figured out the art of book descriptions. That is a problem with trying to sell a book, trying to promote a book. It is a problem because sorry, I I just don't know how much is too much, you guys. You gotta let me know how much is too much and how little is too little. Because this pretty much just tells you who the sisters are. It tells you that they discovered that they're witches. Um, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know how else to make it more intriguing for readers to want to pick up the book. So give me your advice below on book descriptions. I'll also still be looking into it because this is a problem that I did when I first published my book that I would like to fix, along with a bunch of other problems that I did when I published this book that I would like to fix, that I think is the uh the joy, the pleasure, the privilege of being an indie author is that we can go back and fix mistakes. I also think I am fortunate enough that this book, while I have given away a ton of copies, so I'm pretty sure this book has either been donated a lot if people just decided they didn't want to read it, or if they started it and they decided it wasn't for them, or whatever. I've given away so many copies of this book. It has been purchased um a bit. But I'm lucky enough that I'm not the type of person that is making thousands of dollars on sales on this book every month, that I can go back and fix the mistakes that have been made on it. And so I want to fix one of those mistakes being the description of the book. So, any advice that you guys have on how to make my description more enticing, leave that in the comment below. All right, you guys, that's all I have for the video. I don't want to rant and rave so much. You guys let me know if you're interested in going to see Wicked for good in November. I'm so excited about that, you guys. I'm as excited about that as I was about Sinners from this year. So yeah, let me know if you guys are interested in that. I want to thank you guys so much for watching my video. If this is your first time here and you want to continue to follow along with my journey to becoming a full-time writer, go ahead and hit that subscribe button that is down there somewhere. As of right now, I do videos daily, so you'll get those videos every single day. The cats are playing in the window. But yeah, and so give this video a thumbs up if you made it this far and you enjoyed what you saw. And again, leave me a comment below. Let me know if you're going to go see Wicked for good when it comes out in November. Let me know your thoughts on the book blurb description. Like, let me know if you struggle with it. If you feel like you are an expert at writing book descriptions. Let me know your tips and tricks on what you think is the proper way to do a book description, because I need all the help I can get, you guys. But that's all I have for you right now. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.